man, you know what it is, man. Yeah, I got my nigga K, what you gotta say to these niggas? Yeah, real shit, real life, here we go. Hey, I feel like Cross, I'm a motherfucking boss. I got the drip, and you know I got the sauce. I tell these fuck ass niggas get lost. Coming through your chimney like I'm goddamn Santa Claus. Hey, 2023, and you know I rock my chain. Nigga, boy, I'm grown, I ain't tryna play no games. Doing what we want, and we doing what we claim. It's crazy how they pussy niggas selling out for fame. Like, look at my neck, look at my worth, nigga. I'ma shine so hard, make it hurt, nigga. Been the way that I am since birth, nigga. Tabernacle in the stream with a church, nigga. I'm chosen, I'm chosen. I be in front of the camera posing. You see that choker on my neck and it's frozen. Hey, yeah, I'm chosen. I am not stressed, I passed the test. Look at my name, look at my team. You know we gon' win, you know we gon' win. Until the end, you know what I get, Stone C, like my name is Smith. Niggas talking, but I know he ain't shit. Niggas talking, but I know he ain't shit. Run up on me, I'ma make you do flips. Do a backflip. Niggas they cap like an actress. I don't fuck with niggas doing magic. Pull up on your mama and it's tragic, damn. Woo, 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 hey, woo, 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 hey, yeah, hey. You can buy a watch, but you can't buy time. Every day I wake up, I'm on my grind. All that bullshit ain't on my mind. Don't need your help, my nigga, I'm fine. I'm real, yeah. Riding in my whip and I be changing the lane. Got my OGs saying I be staying in their brain. Cause I'm going so dumb and I hopped in the game. Everything that I got came from excessive pain. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm a Cross and you know we going live. Got King on my right, he by my side. Keep it scrapping and shit, you know that's how we die. Hey man, say man, you know what it is, man. Yeah, I got my nigga K, what you gotta say to these niggas? Yeah, real shit, real life, here we go. Hey, I feel like Cross, I'm a motherfucking boss. I got the drip, and you know I got the sauce. I tell these fuck ass niggas get lost. Coming through your chimney like I'm goddamn Santa Claus. Hey, 2023, and you know I rock my chain. Nigga, boy, I'm grown, I ain't tryna play no games. Doing what we want, and we doing what we claim. It's crazy how they pussy niggas selling out for fame. Like, look at my neck, look at my worth, nigga. I'ma shine so hard, make it hurt, nigga. Been the way that I am since birth, nigga. Tabernacle in the stream with a church, nigga. I'm chosen, I'm chosen. I be in front of the camera posing. You see that choker on my neck and it's frozen. Hey, yeah, I'm chosen. I am not stressed, I passed the test. Look at my name, look at my team. You know we gon' win, you know we gon' win. Until the end, you know what I get, Stone C, like my name is Smith. Niggas talking, but I know he ain't shit. Niggas talking, but I know he ain't shit. Run up on me, I'ma make you do flips. Do a backflip. Niggas they cap like an actress. I don't fuck with niggas doing magic. Pull up on your mama and it's tragic, damn. Woo, 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 hey, woo, 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 hey, yeah. You can buy a watch, but you can't buy time. Every day I wake up, I'm on my grind. All that bullshit ain't on my mind. I don't need your help, my nigga, I'm fine. I'm real, yeah. Riding in my whip and and I be changing the lane. Got my OG saying I be staying in they brain. I'm going so dumb and I hopped in the game. Everything that I got came from excessive pain. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm with Cross and you know we going live. Got King on my right, he by my side. Keep it sweating and shit, you know that's how we do.
Yeah, y'all, welcome. We got another one today, man. We gonna break one down today, man. Salute to Maki, man. Y'all can find it on stream. Salute to Scott. Salute to my man Stone. Kennedy, you in the building. I see you, King. We gonna build today. Black Widow, let's go. Intro.
Man, nowadays, man, we like motivation.
Shout out to Alabama, man. 256-205, the deck, Birmingham, Huntsville. You know what I'm saying? Mobile, the Gump. Yeah, that part. T-Town. Step up.
You taking up space now.
I'm gonna go far. Cortland, Tanner, Town Creek, Athens. Yeah, all that. Birmingham, up in the ham, dog. Inslee. Bessemer, stand up.
Real spill. Let's get it.
It's the Plug Podcast. Fuck you, man. You already know what's going on, nigga. Cross.
Let's go.
Oh shit. Hop up in the mosh pit. Represent the truth. And you know we finna talk shit. I play black and slow, but not slow and black. If you try to run some game.
Shout out to E up there in New York, dog. East Coast, baby. You know, he touching that East Coast ground.
Disregard the hate inside the comments. Plug your heart and make you start to form it. This divided, everybody wanted.
It's time to take over New York.
Everybody wanted. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Don't you try to stop my job. Yeah, we finna get this bill. Only real ones in my squad.
Dirty South, stand up. East Coast, stand up.
You ain't got motion. Niggas softer than lotion. My drip wetter than the ocean.
Say what?
Alabama where I'm posted. Mad cause you ain't got motion. Niggas softer than lotion. My drip wetter than the ocean. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with Cross, we finna ride.
Yep.
Niggas talking shit, but we gon' thrive.
Yep.
Got the viewers running up another live. Can you
Let it go now. Hey. Kennedy. Hey. Kennedy, check it out.
Oh shit, hop up in the mosh pit. Represent the truth, and you know we finna talk shit. I play black and slow, but not slow
and black.
Try to run some game.
That's what y'all laugh.
Very woke and joke without the nonsense. Mine is very me, I'm in my conscience. Disregard the hate inside the comments. Plug your heart and make you start to form it. This divided, everybody wanted.
Hey, yo, Kennedy. I said this divided, everyone wanted. Facts.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yep.
Don't you try to stop my job.
Don't try it.
Yeah, we finna get this bill.
Let's get this bill, y'all.
Only real ones.
Yeah. Salute to everybody. Yeah. I'm black and slow, but not slow and black. You already know that, man. Salute to everybody coming in here. Once again, we got a banger with a banger. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody coming in, rocking with your boy, man. We rocking like cut off stockings. I'm back at it like a crack addict. You already know. So let's get into this right here, man. This right here is crazy. Now, I know this going to make a lot of y'all mad, a lot of y'all upset. Again, this has nothing to do with culture. This is about what's going on in our environment, right? So this story right here, check this out, y'all. This actually was on Law and Crime. I actually was watching, there ain't no lie. I was watching this live. I was watching Law and Crime. They be having live shows when the police go in and go check on some calls, you know, like they used to do the dispatch stuff or whatever the case may be, right? So as I'm watching it, police had a dispatch call that a little baby had a gun. So they was like, oh, okay. So they went up there, went through the house, searched through the house, right? Y'all go check out Law and Crime. But this actually, I was waiting for this to hit the news. I couldn't find it. They hadn't put it out on the news yet, which was weird. So anyway, apartment complex, they salute timing. So apartment complex, check this out. So apartment complex, they go in there, they looking around. They like, okay, we don't know the problem. They said it's a kid with a gun. Daddy said, I ain't got no gun. I don't know nothing about no gun. They like, oh, you don't know nothing about no gun. So they said, okay, well, we didn't find no gun. They went and searched through the house. Neighbor comes out and was like, no, that little boy had a gun and was trying to click it in a diaper. And they was like, what? He had a gun and trying to click it with a diaper. They went back in there, they found the gun. Now, the crazy part about this was the gun wasn't cocked back. If the gun was cocked back, man, that little baby would have lost his life. I'm going to show y'all this. This right here, it's crazy. This is crazy. A 5-year-old, I can't know, maybe a 4-year-old with a diaper at the apartment complex. You know, when you walk out your door, you got to walk downstairs, you're on the second floor, like literally standing right there, clicking. So salute to everybody coming in here. Again, man, we're going to show this, shine a light on this, man. Where are we going wrong? Because I know if I'm in an apartment complex, I wouldn't want that shit right there. I ain't going to lie. So let's watch this. Salute to everybody coming in.
Man, nowadays, man, we
Oh,
like
my bad.
motivation.
Pardon self. Y'all hit that like button coming in here. We're going to start building. Appreciate y'all coming in here.
Weekend because neighbors called about a child with a gun. Neighbors say the child was running around the building in nothing but a pull-up for hours before he was spotted on a Ring doorbell with a pistol.
He's playing what he thinks is a toy, and it couldn't be farther from the truth. You see the child pulling the trigger. You see where the gun is pointed at.
A father has been arrested in a near tragic Saturday night in Beech Grove. The entire arrest played on TV over the reality police show On Patrol Live.
Hello, Beech Grove Police!
And the report was, as you stated, a small child with a firearm.
Police body cam shows that same small child answered the door when police knocked. Deputy Chief Robert Mercury says neighbors at the Beach Meadows apartments called police because they opened their own door to the child holding a gun.
He pointed it at me and said, look what I got.
He had a gun.
We spoke with one neighbor who says she had seen the child wandering around in just a diaper alone an hour and a half before police got there.
My first thought was, I don't want him to go outside and get hit by a car.
It wasn't until officers showed up later that she found out the child had been playing with a gun.
Had he shot through the floor, or like she said, he could have shot through somebody's door, it's just really, it's scary.
The father of the child, Shane Osborne, initially says he doesn't have a gun in the house, effectively ending the police investigation until a neighbor comes forward with this doorbell video. You see and hear the trigger pulled as the child spins around.
That's crazy.
Police then searched the apartment and found a semi-automatic Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol.
Damn.
Seen here on body cam video, the gun was found inside a desk that was closed when officers first entered the apartment. The gun had 15 rounds in the magazine.
Damn.
We were really close to just a horrible tragedy.
But luckily, there was not a bullet in the chamber.
Had that been one in there, we can only imagine the sadness that we'd be all talking about right now.
The father is seen on Patrol Live leaving his apartment in handcuffs. He's charged with child neglect. Mercury says this should be an important message to all parents and gun owners.
Just use your brain, just be thoughtful, be responsible, and know that the stakes are ever higher.
Salute to everybody, man. Yeah. What y'all think about that, man? That's crazy, ain't it? And I watched it on the live as it was going. I was like, wait a minute. That little boy his dad was like, nah, my son was never outside. He was outside. First of all, let's break this down, right? I dropped that link. Anybody want to come in and build on this? Again, we got to make sure we watch what we say on here on this YouTube because they changing these rules and these laws. So we just got to be careful. But that being said, what do y'all think? First of all, the baby being outside in a diaper for an hour and a half and the daddy not know? That's mine. That right there is the first one I'm kind of thrown off. I'm really thrown off on that part, right? Think about that. So you got the daddy. This is what I'm saying, regardless of whether, what culture it is, it's all a melting diverse in that, diversity in that apartment complex. Imagine opening your door and you see a little boy clicking. And my thing was, why the woman didn't scream or say something or go knock on the door for the dad?
Hey, what up,
Salute.
Rouse? What up, Salute, my nigga? I was calling you right when this kind of story was popping up.
Wow. Yeah.
And
That's crazy.
then I was thinking about it when I was talking about my own daughter, because she's in that dark stage of wearing just black. And
Man.
she's now learning what going on with me and her mama. You in the
Wow.
song, and then this is why I called you, the song Bohemian Rhapsody. That song
Yeah.
started
Yeah.
off.
I'm just a poor boy with a poor family.
No,
He's
but
just
he said,
a poor
Mama just put a
boy
gun
with
to his head and
mm.
made me pull that gun. And
Yeah,
Mama, I'm not.
mama.
But you get
Ooh.
that
Yep.
song.
Yep.
Do you get it? And I told her
Oh
mama,
yeah, I do.
I told her mama, let me get her because she don't like you or that dude. And she's about to be 16 and she knows now. She gonna hate you. Let me get her. But her mama won't listen to me. And when she sings
Right.
that
What happens
song,
is, well, what happened is, well, that's what right, but you know what? But that's what usually happens. Like in situation with my son, I went through that for a long time. My son in Canada, because at the end of the day, they will end up like him. Our relationship is way much more stronger than him and his mom, because
yeah, but
mom kept playing defense, and I kept telling her, and I
yeah,
told him, I was blessed to have him for the, what was it, like when he was in the, he came over here in the 7, 8, but yeah, for the 2 years,
yeah,
he was
but
6,
they don't
7, 8.
understand it's no
Yeah.
makeup time for that shit. Them kids
Mm-hmm.
starting to remember when they get older, and then for her to love that song and sing it like better than the song. And I
Wow.
told her mama, you need to let me get her before she does that. She's in her dark stage. She's wearing black clothes.
Mm. So
You
she's in the
feel me?
God. She's in the God, because you know why?
Yeah.
She was isolated from her own folk. So a lot of times them golf people be the ones that accept
Yeah,
it,
and
but it's
then
dark.
her
Yeah.
mama hid her from all the rest of her family, which is huge.
Right. So now she has an identity crisis that she's been going through, and that's the stages when they
And I
find
was trying
themselves.
to tell her, and I'm trying to tell her, just let me get her before she handle that business, because she's not paying attention to what that song is actually saying in the beginning.
Facts.
And
Well,
I
I
was
pray it.
calling you about that.
Oh,
And
well, I
that,
appreciate, and I definitely we would have definitely chopped it up. I was
yeah,
on the
but
phone talking
well,
to
we
another
chopping
call.
it up now, so it makes sense.
Yeah, and I appreciate you even disclosing that. That takes a strong person to say that,
Dog,
man.
and
And
I
we gonna
told her mama, let me get her, man, before she do something to y'all. And she think it's a game. I said, man, and I text her,
man.
man, pay attention to that song. While you keep doing shit to keep her away from me, she's gonna get worse on you. You
Right.
get
Well, she's going against, like they say. Think about it. That's what one of them one pump was, rage against the machine.
mm-hmm.
The mama is the machine, and she's raging against it. She don't realize it. You can only be their friend for so long, and then
And
they
I
want to say
told
it's,
her to not be a. I said,
yep,
man, I said she in a God stage, but her mama too busy being stupid
right.
around other people. All she keep her around is them certain people, and she now understand that her family is huge on my side,
Yeah, that's
and
gotta
her
be rough.
mama kept her away from around that shit. And
Right.
she's in a real gothic stage, and I noticed that, but her mama's not noticing that. And I'm telling her, and I've been telling her for years, I said, she's gonna hurt y'all.
Mm.
You, and I'm not, I don't even flinch when I say it. Because
Nah,
when
that's
you,
respect.
and I told her, just let me get her away from around y'all before she hurt y'all. She think it's a game.
Yeah,
And,
that's messed up.
and they sing that song in her choir at school.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, that's wild right there, dog. You ain't,
And she's
nah,
in
that,
choir at schools and know how to sing that song. And she feels that shit.
Mm.
That's what
deep.
I was, dog, and I was trying to tell her mama. I said, man, let me get her, man. But her mama ignorant, still trying to be stupid. I'm
Facts.
like, I told her, I said, she loves that song. She's in God's stage. You kept her from us and you kidnapped her, and now she's old enough to know that you did that shit. So
Facts.
she hates you.
Yeah.
Like, she don't like you or the dude you with. You get me?
Well, and you got to remember, she has no connection because that's not her daddy. Some of his traits is not her traits. So she's looking at what traits do he have, even though he been around. She probably adopted a lot of his ways, but the
No,
traits.
she never liked him. Her mama tried to force his last name on her. Like
Right.
tried to, like, during the 4 years of kidnapping. And I said, don't ever say that name again in my house. And
Right.
that's
Right.
all I had to say to her after we caught up with her after 4 years of kidnapping. After we had joint custody. You feel me? And they kept
That's
doing
real.
it. Dog, the child done got older and understand that it's her and him, and she really hating him. And she doesn't get that I'm telling her, look, I know you stupid and slow. I could easily lock all y'all up. You, your mama, your auntie, your uncle, that nigga, for goddamn custodial interference. I can easily
Facts.
do that. I'm telling you to
But
give
you
me
but
that
you don't
child.
but you right, but you don't want to do that off the strength of that, knowing that it should be an understanding amongst adults.
But
Like
dog, her and that dude that she with and her mama and her auntie don't get it. That's the only circle that child been in. And once she starts seeing the rest of the family on my side, she hate them more. And wondering why the fuck.
Hey.
Hey, you gotta watch the
Oh,
words.
my bad.
Yeah, you gotta
I
remember,
mean,
yeah.
hey,
Yeah,
you know what?
YouTube
Hey,
different now.
I did good until then, but it just
Yeah,
came
no,
out.
you doing beautiful. So
No,
I
no.
know, but no, but what I
I
was gonna
got it.
say
I
is
got it.
I know what I was gonna say was, Mr. Smith, on this
Hey,
topic as
Mr.
far as
Smith, how you doing? Salute.
yeah, I was gonna say while we on this topic, what do you think about with this little boy being outside for an hour and a half in his diaper? Well,
I
you know what?
think
Let's
it's negligent.
hold on, Kennedy. Hold on, Kennedy. We're gonna run it back. Give him a
Okay.
second, Kennedy. We're gonna run it back. You
Okay.
mute up.
I
Yeah,
got you. I got you.
already. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I appreciate everybody coming in. Y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Again, this is about the dad and not watching. I don't know what the mom was, but still, that's even more important that the father was there and wasn't even paying no attention as a father. So again, let's watch this. Salute to everybody.
Beech Grove over the weekend because neighbors called about a child with a gun. Neighbors say the child was running around the building in nothing but a pull-up for hours before he was spotted on a Ring doorbell with a pistol.
He's playing what he thinks is a toy, and it couldn't be farther from the truth. You see the child pulling the trigger. You see where the gun is pointed at.
A father has been arrested in a near tragic Saturday night in Beech Grove. The entire arrest played on TV over the reality police show On Patrol Live.
Hello, Beech Grove Police.
And the report was, as you stated, a small child with a firearm.
Police body cam shows that same small child answered the door when police knocked. Deputy Chief Robert Mercury says neighbors at the Beach Meadows apartments called police because they opened their own door to the child holding a gun.
He pointed it at me and said, look what I got.
He got a gun.
We spoke with one neighbor who says she had seen the child wandering around in just a diaper alone an hour and a half before police got there.
My first thought was, I don't want him to go outside and get hit by a car.
It wasn't until officers showed up later that she found out the child had been playing with a gun.
Had he like shot through the floor, or like she said, he could have shot through somebody's door, it's just really, it's scary.
The father of the child, Shane Osborne, initially says he doesn't have a gun in the house, effectively ending the police investigation until a neighbor comes forward with this doorbell video. You see and hear the trigger pulled as the child spins around. Police then searched the apartment and found a semi-automatic Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol. Seen here on body cam video, the gun was found inside a desk that was closed when officers first entered the apartment. The gun had 15 rounds in the magazine.
We're really close to just a horrible tragedy.
But luckily, there was not a bullet in the chamber.
Had that been one in there, I mean, we can only imagine the sadness that we'd be all talking about right now.
The father is seen on Patrol Live leaving his apartment in handcuffs. He's charged with child neglect. Mercury says this should be an important message to all parents and gun owners.
Just use your brain, just be thoughtful, be responsible, and know that the stakes are ever higher.
Hey, Cross.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Break it down.
That's learned behavior.
Facts. That's what I said.
That's not nothing, dog. If I walk up my stairs, I don't give a damn if it's a kid with a gun. If that kid, I will shoot it in his leg and make him put that gun down. Because they strap bombs on kids from Vietnam. People still struggling from that. What's the difference between Vietnam and what they doing right now? Get it?
Right.
I'm just asking you.
Right. No, you're right. But that's what I'm saying is that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what's so crazy is you wouldn't be wrong with saying that because guess what?
I will put my face up here saying that.
No, what I'm saying is if the police had pulled up and saw that and not know, right?
Yeah.
Would they been wrong to fire back? Like when I did the one in Florida where the dad told the little boy that was 6 to shoot at the police and he shot.
Yeah, it's just like you at war at that point.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't give a damn if it's a little child, that child being taught to do that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not finna let no little kid in a dirty ass diaper kill me. You got me all the way out there. If you think I'm gonna let that happen.
Yeah, so my thing too, Mr. Smith, I was about to ask him. Now, and you're absolutely right. My thing is, what do you think from as a father, like he failed as a daddy and he should be going to jail because one is, why did you not know that your son was outside for an hour and a half with a pull-up on?
Exactly, with a pamper on, with a gun.
With a pamper on, with a gun in the cold.
Yeah. What are you doing? What is the mama doing? Since y'all want to talk about the mamas love their kids, where was the mama? Since the mama love their kids all the time, where was the mama? I need to turn my camera on. I want them to see my face when I tell them this. This shit is, oh, damn.
Oh, what? Well, yeah, you gotta watch what you say.
Hey, this is no different than Vietnam when they strap bombs on them.
Well, you got to think it's getting that serious because again, and I told everybody when I saw that trend, especially like in the Chi-Town when they started saying that kids are 6 and 7, high report numbers of kids going to the hospital. I'm like, wait a minute. So back in our days, man, ain't nowhere in the world. Kids are supposed, and that's what it is. These kids can't out in these Midwest or these inner cities. They can't ride their bikes up and down the street.
What?
They can't do. So they stuck in the house playing these video games to keep their minds.
Look, I got the camera for this one. I want people to see my goddamn. I want people.
Watch.
I need to watch the words. It's early.
Yep, that's all.
I need people to understand. If your kid come outside with a gun, with a pamper on, aiming a gun at me, what would you do? Me personally, first of all, where's the mother? Where's the father? Who's keeping that kid? And then second of all, I'm not going to second guess a kid cocking back a gun. That means it's been taught to do that. That's mean
well,
that
wait a minute. Hold on now.
Thank God. Remember in the video,
no, he didn't. He didn't cock it back. He just pulled the trigger. Remember, they said it was 15 in the clip.
Hey, but that's close enough. That's close enough for me.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. No, him pulling the trigger, but I'm just clarifying so people don't get it misconstrued. He did not cock. Yeah, you know, he didn't cock it back,
but he
but
got a
did.
gun.
Yes, he do got a gun.
Hey, my bad, plug. I had dropped my goddamn phone.
I don't
no,
care.
you good.
I don't care with putting my face on what I'm saying because I would not let no kid kill me.
Now you was
No.
asking the question, huh? I had dropped my goddamn phone.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so Mr. Smith, I was asking you. One is all around. I wanted to see how you break it down. Let's start. What I want to do is stay on this with the dad, because again, us being fathers, and how Kennedy segued off, and he put that with his daughter, and what we see, and us as parents want to have those responsibilities. My question to you is, how would you look at that as a daddy, and where did he lack that responsibility? And then to follow up with what Kennedy said, what kind of situation would that have to put you in? You getting off work like you do. Let's use you as an example. You work seconds. You get off work late. You tired. Now you done left, and then also maybe stop by the bar, a little bit of indulgence. But then you come home. You're walking upstairs to the second floor, and boom, you see this. Now, one is, let's go back and take two separate different situations. With the daddy, what do you think the daddy lacked first before you do the scenario?
The daddy lacked paying attention to his son no matter what he was on. Because a real father not going to do all that drugs and all that while they have their kid anyway. Because a kid is like having a job. You got to pay full attention because a baby going to get into whatever they want to get into.
Hold on. Hey, Mr.
Wait a minute, hold on now. You got to let him land. You got to let him land.
Oh, no. My bad.
Yep, let him land. Let him land. Go ahead.
No, nigga land.
Rather it's a gun, a toy gun, a knife, a play knife. It don't matter. Because you're supposed to pay attention to that child, man. I don't care. Now, if you have a child, you know you're the only person watching that child, you got to give up certain things in life, right? You got to give up.
Exactly.
Doing that. So when you come home from work, you got to have a plan. Okay,
that's still no excuse.
I ain't giving them an excuse.
Yeah.
I'm far from giving an excuse.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's no excuse for a kid having a gun. Now, what if that gun was cocked and loaded? That daddy wouldn't be
there. And then he would have killed somebody.
Yeah.
What would have been it then?
Well, that's what we're gonna get to. Wait a minute. When we're saying Kennedy, let him on that. There's two parts. And then,
hold on. I'm a mute down, and then I'm a mute down for a minute.
Yeah. So what we're doing is, I want to hear his point of view as a man, as a father, him being a father. Again, as like he's explaining, there's certain things as a father you have to give up, whether it's him sitting there watching the football game when you got your son running around the house and he's not sitting there with you because obviously he wasn't sitting there, or you doing something, or you doing some other shit that a child is running around that can get access. Don't forget now, access to unlock a door. Go in your drawer where your gun is at, pull your gun out where he's seen you put that gun. Like you said, Kennedy learned. So again, Mr. Smith, as a father, you was breaking it down. And what was you saying?
Like I say, man, you got to give up certain things. And as a father, you know your child is going to get into every little thing. You know your child watches you, especially at that age. That kid couldn't have been no more than, 2-3 years old?
I think it was 4.
Okay, 4. Dang, he's still in Pampers. That's your bad father parenting right there.
There we go. Exactly.
4 years old in Pampers. So that child didn't get the nourishment. He probably seen his daddy wave the gun around on certain women or certain dudes, or playing however it go, or not playing, just serious. The child observes everything with a father, especially a boy. Especially a boy. And for that father to put that gun in a drawer, knowing he probably didn't put it in a drawer while the son was in the room. Yeah, just because you tell a child not to do something don't mean they're not going to do it. They're a kid. They don't know no better. They see you do it.
They don't know no better. Yep.
So they're going to mimic whatever you do. And my second point is, for that child to be running around with a pamper on, with a gun for over 30 minutes to an hour, that's bad parenting. 30 minutes to an hour with a real gun. Now, like we said, now what if somebody would have shot that kid? Me personally, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't have did nothing to the kid. I probably would have ducked, hide, or something. I mean, I don't know what's in the chamber. I can't say what anybody else would do. I wouldn't have did nothing
Right,
to the kid.
right,
I would have
right,
got the kid,
right.
reach for the gun or something. Cause I'd rather get shot than a kid shoot himself or accidentally shoot somebody else. That's a kid that ain't been able to live. It ain't like we in Iraq and Afghanistan where we shoot down kids. Especially kids that don't know. But number three, I couldn't blame somebody if they did shoot him.
Right,
It is a real gun. And he clicking it. I mean, if you know sounds of gun, the clicking noise was loud as day even on the news. So we know the people that was actually in the building heard the clicking.
So that means that child knew how to shoot.
No, it's on games. That you ain't even gotta learn from your parents.
That's a fact.
I
Salute,
know
Gino.
it.
But
that's what. Hey,
hold on. I
Mr.
give you.
Smith,
Hold on. And you absolutely. That's what we're saying. We all piggyback on each other. There's no right or wrong. We just all piggyback and like I give y'all example. My son, right? My son got into. I stopped him playing them damn video game, them shooting games, Call of Duties, right? He knew my son know every damn gun there is, and I was like, well, how the hell? So then we came to Alabama. My homeboy took my son. Him and my son went to the shooting range. My son never picked up a gun, dog. Out of 62 shots, he hit the thing 60 times. At 13.
And they learned that from the game.
Off the
My
video.
daughter did that off fucking. Oh damn.
Oh,
she did. No, okay. She did that off Grand Theft Auto. My daughter did that. And she's real good at Grand Theft Auto. I be paying attention.
Right. You have to. You got to. Like, even now, I don't know if y'all noticed. Like on the video game, my son got the basketball game. Like the 2Ks now, guess what they got on there on them songs? They got drill music on there. Ain't that something?
Dog,
and then the drill music, and then you know what's real crazy about drill music? It sucks. They offbeat and they can't rap. That's what really sucks about drill music. That's how you know they pressing issue of murder, death, and kill. Because drill music sucks. Nobody's on beat. Nobody can rap. All they talking about is killing somebody, and they die the next week. And then they got an RIP.
Listen to this, peep game. Let's say this was your daughter, 4 years old, right? And she got your gun.
And you coming home not knowing, or like Kennedy coming home, and like you say, the click, the sound. Imagine walking up the stairs and he like, hey, and click, click. You like, oh man, like,
you reach for it. You reach for it.
Yeah, dog. Hey, dog. I'm all about self-preservation.
That's
but sometimes I respect that, but
I don't care who it is. I'm about self-preservation because
wait a minute, Kennedy. So, Mr. Smith, you said you would reach for it?
Yeah, I would reach for it.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather hold on.
No, go ahead.
But if you're not close to that child and they just point like they in the game, they're shooting at you.
The kid ain't doing nothing wrong. Like he said, it's like the police officer said, man. That kid thought that was a toy gun. And he don't know the toy gun and the real gun, but we do. That's why they knew he had a gun.
But there's some real bullets flying out their gun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, it's real bullets, bro. It's just my opinion.
No, what you gonna do? Go up there and try to
that's
talk
what we
to
saying.
that child?
Yeah.
No, that child already focused on shooting at you.
He wasn't focused on nothing. You didn't see how much fun he was having.
He
having fun. I'm gonna have some fun too.
Nah, we ain't gonna, you can't say all that now, Kennedy.
No, I'm saying like
you're saying to protect. I understand what you're saying, but we can't say that would be fun.
Self-preservation because people in Vietnam used to strap bombs to kids.
Well, we know that. I mean, they even do that over there in the Afghan. I mean, we do. They know we do. They got suicide. We know that. But what I'm saying
that's what they're doing right now.
Nah, man.
I don't think they do. I think what they're doing is the lack of the parenting. You just said it. And like even Mr. Smith said, at the age of 4, and we're gonna run the video back to make sure the age is right. But at the age of 4,
let's make sure.
you in a pull-up. You shouldn't be in a pull-up. No way you should be in a pull-up. As a man, we know that. You
supposed to be wearing Superman drawers or
feet.
something.
That come on, man. Little Duns.
Yeah, man, you supposed to be wearing.
Y'all hit that like button,
because neighbors called about a child with a gun. Neighbors said the child was running around the building in nothing but a pull-up. Spotted on a Ring doorbell with a pistol.
He's playing what he thinks is a toy, and it couldn't be farther from the truth. You see the child pulling the trigger. You see where the gun is pointed at.
A father has been arrested in a near tragic Saturday night in Beech Grove. The entire arrest played on TV over the reality police show On Patrol Live.
Hello, Beech Grove Police.
And the report was, as you stated, a small child with a firearm.
Police body cam shows that same small child answered the door when police knocked. Deputy Chief Robert Mercury says neighbors at the Beach Meadows apartments called police because they opened their own door to the child holding a gun.
He pointed it at me and said, look what I got.
He had a gun.
We spoke with one neighbor who says she had seen the child wandering around in just a diaper alone an hour and a half before police got there.
My first thought was, I don't want him to go outside and get hit by a car.
It wasn't until officers showed up later that she found out the child had been playing with a gun.
Had he like shot through the floor, or like she said, he could have shot through somebody's door, you know, it's just really, it's scary.
The father of the child, Shane Osborne, initially says he doesn't have a gun in the house, effectively ending the police investigation until a neighbor comes forward with this doorbell video. You see and hear the trigger pulled as the child spins around. Police then searched the apartment and found a semi-automatic Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol. Seen here on body.
I got a question to ask y'all about that.
Hey, you know what? Hold on. I caught some. The child answered the door.
Yeah.
Do you get that? The child answered the door with the pistol. That's learned behavior.
No. The pistol was put back. No, the child answered the door, but the pistol was put back in the drawer.
Why is the child answering the door?
Well, that's what. Well, not even that. I want to know one thing. When they said when he was spinning around, if y'all noticing that thing, he turned it sideways with both hands on. I think he just wasn't strong enough to cock it back.
Yeah, and he was already. That's learned behavior, man.
I think he couldn't cock it back.
No, he's looking at something he's seen before.
I agree.
Definitely.
Dog, the child does not know. Why is the child answering the door like that? That means he's seen them do that.
See, right here, look.
See, look at that.
Right here. Look, right there.
He trying to cock it.
See, he just wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't strong enough, bro.
So that means he's seen them do that.
That's what I saw. Look. Shit, he was trying to cock that.
He was trying to handle business.
He's trying to cock that.
The father has been.
Damn, dog.
Come on, dog. That dude.
Man, he trying to cock that. That's what I looked at the video game.
I tell you, he was trying to handle business because it's learned behavior. Because he's seen it he's seen that kind of shit before. Kids that young, they see shit.
Should never. Yeah, they should. He should never know because he tried
how to do what that.
It was. Yeah, because it was too, and it was like what they say. It was 15 bullets. It was 15 bullets in the clip, but it was not what got me.
The child answered the door and not them initially.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, the daddy must have been somewhere else. I don't know where. He
no,
was in the bed
but
sleep.
I'm saying, why is the child answering the door with a gun?
He didn't answer the door. He didn't answer.
No, look, roll that back. The child answered the door. Why?
Right here.
Hold on, roll it back.
Right here.
Wandering around in just a diaper alone an hour and a half before police got there.
My first thought was, I don't want him to go outside and get hit by a car.
It wasn't until officers showed up later that she found out the child had been playing with a gun.
Had he like shot through the floor, or like she said, he could have shot through somebody's door, you know, it's just really, it's scary.
The father of the child, Shane Osborne, initially says he doesn't have a gun in the house, effectively ending the police investigation until a neighbor comes forward with this door.
He's playing what he thinks is a toy.
Hold on, let's start over from the beginning. Let's make
Nah,
sure.
hey dog, because
Because
remember
they
they
didn't,
said he
but let's see it
answered the
again.
door. He answered
I
the
know that's what
door.
I'm saying. He answered the door, but he didn't answer with the gun. Remember that? Because remember
No,
they went
he
to
had the
search.
gun. Hey, the little one with the diaper on had the gun behind his back looking.
No, listen, bro. Listen to what
Why?
I'm saying.
Why?
No, listen. I know that, but listen what I'm saying. Remember, they went to search the house initially. They didn't find the gun until the neighbor showed the video. They went back and they found the gun in the drawer. They didn't
Why
find it
would
behind
they
it
have to do all that to understand that a child got a gun? You supposed to go in
because
there.
nobody believed it.
No,
They didn't believe it.
Yeah, they didn't know the child had a gun. You got to think about the call from the woman. She seen the little boy outside. Hold on, Kenneth. She had the little boy. The little boy was outside 30 minutes.
But they got it
didn't have
on
no gun.
video. That's what I'm
Yeah, but
saying.
he didn't have. Listen, this before the video. He didn't have
Oh,
the gun.
okay. They didn't
He
have it just yet.
initially.
Okay.
Right.
When she came back and seen him back outside, that mean he went in the house while the dad was probably drunk or asleep, got the gun, then came back out.
Hey, so that mean that little nigga.
They called the police because the little boy was outside by himself.
He came back out.
That's why.
That boy was about that action, dog. I'm just saying.
No. Salute, Jen.
Dog, you got that
Y'all hit
action.
that. All right, well, let's play it back in its entirety now.
Dog,
Kenneth.
the little nigga answered the door, not the parents.
I know that he did, but he did not have the gun in his hand. That's
not
what we're
at
trying to
that
get.
point because he knew to put it up under the table and shit. Oh
no, he put it in the he put it in the drawer. He put it back.
So the little boy did.
Hold on, Kenneth. We got people coming in the chat. We got 116 people up in here. Hit that like button. Jen said who shot who. So I'm gonna show you. Nobody got shot, Jen.
Hey, I'm not gonna curse. I'm not gonna curse.
All right. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do is we're gonna run it back. Y'all hit that like button.
Grove over the weekend because neighbors called about a child with a gun. Neighbors said the child was running around the building in nothing but a pull-up for hours before he was spotted on a Ring doorbell with a pistol.
He's playing what he thinks is a toy, and it couldn't be farther from the truth. You see the child pulling the trigger. You see where the gun is pointed at.
A father has been arrested in a near tragic Saturday night in Beech Grove. The entire arrest played on TV over the reality police show On Patrol Live.
Hello, Beech Grove Police.
And the report was, as you stated, a small child with a firearm.
Police body cam shows that same small child answered the door when police knocked. Deputy Chief Robert Mercury says neighbors at the Beach Meadows apartments called police because they opened their own door to the child holding a gun.
He pointed it at me and said, look what I got. He had a gun.
We spoke with one neighbor who says she had seen the child wandering around in just a diaper alone an hour and a half before police got there.
My first thought was, I don't want him to go outside and get hit by a car.
It wasn't until officers showed up later that she found out the child had been playing with a gun.
Had he shot through the floor, or like she said, he could have shot through somebody's door, it's just really, it's scary.
The father of the child, Shane Osborne, initially says he doesn't have a gun in the house, effectively ending the police investigation until a neighbor comes forward with this doorbell video. You see and hear the trigger pulled as the child spins around. Police then searched the apartment and found a semi-automatic Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol. Seen here on body cam video, the gun was found inside a desk that was closed when officers first entered the apartment. The gun had 15 rounds in the magazine.
We were really close to just a horrible tragedy.
But luckily, there was not a bullet in the chamber.
Had that been one in there, we can only imagine the sadness that we'd be all talking about right now.
The father is seen on Patrol Live leaving his apartment in handcuffs. He's charged with child neglect. Mercury says this should be an important message to all parents and gun owners.
Just use your brain, just be thoughtful, be responsible, and know that the stakes are ever higher.
There y'all go. Unmute yourself, Kennedy. I got you.
Hey, I'm going to say this and not curse. He was trained by what he looked in that daily.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you in that situation, I don't care if it's a child. If they're cocking up and doing that, it's either me or you at
But
that
okay,
point.
I want you to answer this question. Like I was trying to ask you this earlier. Let's say it was your daughter. How you say your daughter wear all black and gothic and all that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
say your daughter get a hold of a gun. You know she don't know better, but she see
Hey,
her dad
Mm.
drinking
if
all
she,
day. Hold on, listen to me now.
I'm finna tell you, it's either me or her.
I ain't saying
He
you.
being real.
I'm just
No,
Nah, I
he's
know
telling
saying
he
you,
said
somebody. No, he's saying somebody else. What if it was somebody else?
it's
in your
either them or her.
Mm.
I'm not gonna get mad at that because she put herself there.
But she
I
don't
think
know no better though.
no, but it wasn't my training of her doing that.
now
But
see
it
that's
doesn't matter. Yeah,
yeah,
because
my
the
bad.
brain, you got to remember now, scientifically, the brain as a adult doesn't fully function to 25. That's a scientific fact. So
Hey,
if you know that, who's responsible? You saying it's her, she's still responsible if she doesn't have cognitive
my
responses or
daughter
has the
as
same cognitive response that you have?
my daughter as a teenager already know what she if she know how to work
No,
an
I didn't say
iPad
that. I didn't say that.
or
But I
something.
didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said scientifically, the brain doesn't fully function legally to the age of 25.
So you
So
gonna wait on science
no, you're
to
supposed to raise
decide
them.
if you
But
supposed to?
no, I'm not saying wait on science. You're supposed to raise and guide them. That's your job. That's what I'm
I get
saying.
what you're saying on the raising part, but if you walked up in that situation, you're gonna wait on science?
No. I'm not gonna wait on science. I see what
Yeah,
you're
that's
saying.
all I'm saying. I'm not
But
waiting
what
on
I'm
science.
but what I'm saying is he's asking you is how would you feel as a parent then? Okay, put it like this. How would you feel as a parent if that would have happened in your situation?
I would
'Cause
feel
look,
like at that age, I would feel like I failed as
There
a
we go.
parent.
there
There
you
I
we
go.
go.
I would feel like I failed a 4-year-old, 5-year-old,
Yeah,
knowing the
that's hard.
mannerisms, and then they are paying attention to what you're doing, and they're
That's
answering
real.
the door like what you're doing. Those are
Mm,
mannerisms that's being taught. I would feel like I failed as a parent, and if that 4-year-old, 5-year-old gets shot down by somebody, I wouldn't even be mad at them because that 5-year-old should not be out there with the gun. I put that gun in his hand by failing them. They
mm.
should not have that gun in their hand, and they should not be out there no pamper. You know what I mean? And like,
All
why
right.
is that child acting like an adult? Where's the mama?
Yeah, that's a good
Mama
question.
probably strung out
Where the
on
mama
dope.
at? When it go bad for the kid and it's a son, where's the mama now in the news? Where's
Yeah,
the mama?
but let's be honest. We always also the flip side is we always say where the mama because the daddy wasn't around. But in this situation, the daddy
The
was there.
daddy was around and the daddy was a failure on this
How
one.
you know the mama didn't pass away? God forbid. So
No,
we can't
but
understand what the mama or the
no, but
daddy.
I'm saying the daddy was a failure totally
The
in this.
daddy was absolutely failure. Cause look, remember, they didn't find nothing at first.
Salute, Mario.
The investigation was
Dog, that's dangerous, man. The
dangerous.
daddy was a failure.
Cause you sound like my stepdaddy. He from Mississippi too. That's how y'all talk. You
Yeah.
said some real stuff. I can respect that. But my thing, just
Yeah.
me personally, as a man, I would feel like a failure too. But number two, my kid wouldn't know nothing about that gun. When I was growing up, that just show you how messed up the world
Dog,
is.
I did. Hey, Mr. Smith, I never understood why white people teach them how
Ain't
to
no white
hunt
people.
and
We
kill
got
themselves and
now
kill
black
them.
people killing themselves every day. You just see these rappers dying out perks.
No,
They know
no,
they're
I'm
gonna get
talking
perks.
about like little white kids got hunting license. They teaching them how
But
to hunt
I
you
mean,
down.
they teaching them. I mean, it's a bad and a good
And
side.
think about it, because at 4 or 5 years old, white people kids have gun license.
No,
Yeah.
Hunting license. Not
No, no.
They don't
like 10,
have
12.
them,
You
but
gotta be
they
like
let
12.
them. They don't have them, but they let them hunt with them, and
But
they
that
give
shows
them
the
their own little
difference,
right.
bro.
But that's the
Everybody,
difference between in gun. But that's the difference between gun control and
yeah.
somebody just handing you a gun to say go jump in the car with Willie Joe and them and go get some niggas. Versus you're taught just like at the gun range. You just can't go in the gun range and turn your gun sideways and get to shooting. They gonna kick your
But
ass
it's
out.
but it's
Hey,
really
kid,
no difference if you teaching them how to handle a gun.
I
It's
mean, it
really
is.
no difference.
I get what you're saying. That's
Yeah,
because you're talking like a true father. I respect that.
yeah.
But
Because I'm
it's
not
He is.
teaching my child how to handle no gun. Like
not at
you
no
might
4
snap
years
on
old.
me.
Not at no
Yeah,
Right.
4 years old.
4 or
But
5 years old. Like, come on now. That
cancer,
child
listen.
should not know how to be able to try to cock it back like that.
But can I ask you something though, Kenneth, in this deep, because where your culture and where you from in Mississippi, is it common or is it a rarity to have a 6-year-old or 7-year-old out there hunting with their granddaddy or their daddy?
No, it's not a rarity.
It's
Okay,
common. I went
it's
hunting.
common. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it's common.
But it was a
And then
controlled
I'm
area.
telling you, but you in a controlled area. But when you start teaching them that, you got to start watching them.
That's a
No,
fact.
you're right. But
That's
look,
that's the other side to teaching them how to handle a gun. And then they playing the games they playing. They
yeah.
gonna think that gun is something else when it's real.
Well, I
But
kind of
you
agree
know what?
with you, man. I agree with
I agree
you.
That's
exactly what he's saying.
all I'm saying.
No. We know we're agreeing with you, but also, like I said, and we're so messed up too in that part, like you said, they add that to that as a gun. But think about it. The average country boy, I got some country homeboys. They fish, they do all that hunt. They thing is they respect the gun. They respect what they were taught, right? To the point where a lot of most, you know that, salute, Lord, to a lot of them, think about it, a lot of them people that hunt and stuff, they got gun racks or gun cases.
Yeah, on the back of their truck when you ride down the street.
But they kid won't touch it because they understand. It's like, you know, once you introduce a kid to something like that and you give the responsibility behind it, then you don't have to worry about them jumping out the door like that.
And
but
like
if you don't,
like you said, they understand not to touch that until we go hunting and things
come
like
on, man.
that. Like,
but like you said,
it's a thin line.
A thin line, a very great thin line. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's two sides to it, but like you say, it makes as a father, you being a father, and you want to get home to your family. What do you do? And I respect what you're saying because you're looking at it as this. I don't care what it is. It could be a 13, a 14, 15, 10. But if he got a gun and he clicking it, and that's my life. But I see what Mr. Smith's saying. Like, damn, like you saying, bro, I don't got that time to react and analyze it. I'm gonna react to the laws of nature. Mr. Smith saying, and then I gotta respect. He's saying, I've been in a situation like that.
That's what
You can't.
saying.
Yeah, you can use
if that child is shooting your way and that gun was going off with 15 in it, you ain't.
That's true.
You run away. I can't try to get a gun if the mud
So
shoot.
just because it's a child don't mean you're not gonna eliminate the threat.
I ain't eliminating no 4 years old. No, you right. Look, because you brought up.
Come on now. If you're getting shot at.
Y'all can't talk at the same time. Come on, let's dialogue.
No, we dialogue.
Let's break it down. Break it down.
Cross played a video of another 4-year-old child. Because you brought up why white people do this. Another 4-year-old child in a line in McDonald's. He seen his daddy brandish a gun, arguing with the people at the window. So when the police came, what you think that child did? It wasn't because he was white. It's like you said. Now you got to agree with me on this. It was learned behavior. So the child tried to shoot at the police.
Exactly.
Yeah, he did. Daddy told him to shoot.
Exactly.
Daddy said shoot, and he shot.
Let's take the color out of it because sometimes it loses people. You did because
No,
a
but
channel. It ain't just black people. It's all racist, man. We got.
it's all racist all across.
Yeah, yeah, it
It's
is
a
definitely
learned
that.
behavior. If your daddy's saying shoot, and he
Salute,
taught you
King.
how to shoot, you're gonna shoot as a child because it's learned behavior.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. You right. It's learned. It's like I told
That's
Tom,
all I'm saying.
you absolutely right, Kenneth. You absolutely right.
Because
Only
if I'm
thing,
laying on the ground and I'm getting shot at or whatever, and then most of the time,
This is say, if I get to laying on the ground, niggas shooting at me, what am I supposed to do?
yeah, I'll be like, nigga, shoot back.
Hey, what you gonna say? Hey, and I respect what Kenneth is saying because he's saying as a child, you can't say stop shooting at me. He gonna start laughing. He gonna think the shit funny. They gonna keep on shooting.
No.
You can't negotiate with no 4-year-old.
That's that thin line I'm talking about. It's a
I
learned
respect
behavior. So
salute,
maybe that family taught him anybody come in there, shoot them. That ain't me.
No, I agree with you on that, Kenneth. You are hitting your points. Only thing we just
some valid point.
Everything you saying, I agree with you 100%. Only it's just one thing I just don't have the heart to shoot.
Oh, you don't, dog. I don't have but one life to live. I don't give a damn who it
God,
is.
written your day. Maybe that 4 year. I mean, my thing is, bro.
I ain't gonna go out by a 4-year-old in a pamper. That's not happening, dog.
Listen, man. I'm just saying, just me.
Would you rather your legacy be you went out by a 4-year-old in a pamper?
Yeah, because it's gonna be I went out trying to get the gun from the boy.
I'm not trying to go towards no 4-year-old with 15 rounds and he's shooting like it. Go towards a 4-year-old that think it's a game with a gun with 15.
That's good. That's true though. That's true.
Go towards a 4-year-old thinking it's Fortnite or something. Or Call of Duty.
Salute. We're still on to him.
Man, I'm not gonna go out like that.
Talking about.
Oh, so King, let me so let's do hold on. We're gonna get King's percent. We'd all heard it. So I'm gonna run this back. 135 people in the building. I want y'all to hit that like button. So we're gonna do is King. We're gonna all of us, because we've been building on this, we're gonna mute and then we're gonna hear what you gotta say, and then we're gonna piggyback off of you. All right. You tell me this right here is about a 4-year-old kid. And I'm gonna let you see it, and you just give us your perspective. Instead of us letting you know, you tell us what you think.
Beech Grove over the weekend because neighbors called about a child with a gun. Neighbors say the child was running around the building in nothing but a pull-up for hours before he was spotted on a Ring doorbell with a pistol.
He's playing what he thinks is a toy, and it couldn't be farther from the truth. You see the child pulling the trigger. You see where the gun is pointed at.
A father has been arrested in a near tragic Saturday night in Beech Grove. The entire arrest played on TV over the reality police show On Patrol Live.
Hello, Beech Grove Police.
And the report was, as you stated, a small child with a firearm.
Police body cam shows that same small child answered the door when police knocked. Deputy Chief Robert Mercury says neighbors at the Beach Meadows apartments called police because they opened their own door to the child holding a gun.
He pointed it at me and said, look what I got, Pop.
We spoke with one neighbor who says she had seen the child wandering around in just a diaper alone an hour and a half before police got there.
My first thought was, I don't want him to go outside and get hit by a car.
It wasn't until officers showed up later that she found out the child had been playing with a gun.
Had he shot through the floor, or like she said, he could have shot through somebody's door, it's just really, it's scary.
The father of the child, Shane Osborne, initially says he doesn't have a gun in the house, effectively ending the police investigation until a neighbor comes forward with this doorbell video. You see and hear the trigger pulled as the child spins around. Police then searched the apartment and found a semi-automatic Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol. Seen here on body cam video, the gun was found inside a desk that was closed when officers first entered the apartment. The gun had 15 rounds in the magazine.
We were really close to just a horrible tragedy.
But luckily, there was not a bullet in the chamber.
had that been one in there, I mean, we can only imagine the sadness that we'd be all talking about right now.
The father is seen on Patrol Live leaving his apartment in handcuffs. He's charged with child neglect. Mercury says this should be an important message to all parents and gun owners.
Just use your brain, just be thoughtful, be responsible, and know that the stakes are ever higher.
All right, Born. Salute to my man Born in here. You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
So, Born, let's hear what you got to say. 110 people, hit that like button, man.
Yo, man, that father should be in jail for that. What I tell y'all, it's always should be a lock so kids can't get hold of no weapons, especially no guns. It's supposed to be a lockbox.
It's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it was Saturday, while I was on live, I got off, and Saturday I was chilling. I'm actually watching, because I watched that. It's on Law and Crime, so I'm watching it live because they do live shows. Like when the police go out, I'm looking, and I'm like, when is this? It didn't come out until the day after. So I was mad because I wanted to tell people, like, that's crazy. And the fact that he lied, they believed him. But the question we want to know is, where the hell was the daddy at? Why in the hell where was he at? And why hour and a half in a pull-up?
In a pull-up with a gun.
Now, my question to you is, you just said, okay, I got the two-part question I asked them. Everybody answer. One, as a father, where do you think, as men, because again, we always show pictures of women, and then we say that where was the dad? So now you got a dad there. Forget where the mama's at, but the dad is supposed to be watching them. Number two is, what would you have done, allegedly, or how would you have handled you walking up, getting off work late at night, and you walking up and you see a kid in a diaper clicking a gun?
Yeah, I would have checked. I would have ran down the fathers first of all. I took the gun from him. Then I would have ran down the dad. Like, fuck wrong with you, man?
Thank you.
So you
if that child, if that gun was going off?
Yeah.
But it didn't though. We talking about what we seen.
No, but it could have. He was trying to cock.
It could have.
That's what I'm saying. It could have went off.
Let's go on that.
That's what we saying. Like, if that gun was going off and you saw that kid up there, he thinking it's Call of Duty.
If I had a fifth, if this was a fifth, I'd be drunk right now.
Right.
Ain't no S right now. That didn't happen. Now, what we're talking about, what happened? What happened was the father should have been handled and dealt with. If the father's supposed to be, he should be in jail. Because that child should be able to get in contact with that gun. He wearing a diaper with a gun? That means the father had to lay around.
And then also, Born, we was talking about it, me and Kenneth said, hey, check this out. This the thing that got us too. Now, people don't realize when he did that, he was trying to cock the gun back. Now watch this. And we saw this. The gun is right there. He was trying to cock the gun. He shot the first time, but then look, that's what messed us up too. So that was
he's playing what he thinks is a toy, and it couldn't be.
He don't think it's a toy if he watch.
You see the child pulling the trigger.
Clicked
you
it,
see where the gun.
And then bam,
see,
and then he tried to cock it at somebody. You see what I'm saying?
But you can fake guns too. We were cocking them when we was 10, 11 years old, the fake guns. You can cock fake guns. So it still stands. He thinking it's a toy. I really think the little boy's a toy. I would have tried to rush that little boy. As soon as he would have turned his back or something, grabbed him, took the gun, went down there, beat the heck out the daddy or something, called the laws. What I'm saying is, man,
gunfire is gunfire, dog.
I ain't shooting. I'm rushing the little kid, man.
Gunfire is gunfire.
No, and I love this content because again, everybody got a different perspective. Like even with King, like I said, I look at it on both sides of it. Like King just agreed with you, Mr. Smith. He said I would have ran it. I agree with what Kennedy said, and then we're saying what if the gun? Salute, Shay. We're saying the gun didn't go off, but then again, we're just saying allegedly. Like you said, you would have ran it high.
Lighting off 15 rounds.
Yeah, if he had pulled it back, I think he tried. And I understand it was a toy.
He tried it.
He tried to pull it back. no matter how we want to say it, I mean, it's right. I mean, I get what y'all
It's right
saying.
in your face.
Right
Where
there.
did he
Right
learn
there.
that? Where did he learn that?
He tried to pull that mother. He tried to cut. We both agree.
Yeah,
Can we all
see,
agree?
I didn't even
that
curse. You curse. I didn't even curse. He
On a
pulled it
Ring
back,
doorbell
dog.
with a pistol.
My
He's
bad.
playing what he thinks is a toy.
You
And
right.
it couldn't be farther from the truth.
Watch it.
You see the child pulling the trigger. You see where the gun.
Right there. I don't care how you look at it. If he had a cocked it back, he.
I don't care how you look at it.
I think he would have freaked out. I think he would have freaked out off the first shot. Like it would have scared him. I know the first shot would have scared him. But where the shot? Like, look, he's turning that way towards somebody's door.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Somebody in that house. That's all I'm saying.
That's learned behavior.
He could have seen him for playing video games too, bro. Video games.
No, we talked about that, but that is learned behavior. That ain't from no video game.
So I don't think the video, because then here's where I got mad at. Now I understand that dad would have at least, see what I'm saying? He would have freaked out, but check this out. This what blew her mind. Like,
wandering around in just a diaper alone an hour and a half before police got there.
My first thought was, I don't want somebody to get hit by a car.
It wasn't until officers showed up later that she found out the child had been playing with a gun.
Had he shot through the floor?
And she's the actual police officer. That's what she's saying. If he had
like she said, he could have shot through somebody's door. It's just really, it's scary.
The father of the child, Shane Osborne, initially says he doesn't have a gun in the house, effectively ending the police investigation until a neighbor comes forward with this doorbell video. You see and hear the trigger pulled as the child spins around. Police then searched the apartment and found a semi-automatic Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol.
Daddy must
seen
put
here
it
on
up.
body cam.
Dog, that's learned behavior.
It's
just like in the Middle East, dog. It's just like in the Middle East, they teach their children that.
I don't know about the Middle East now, Kennedy.
I'm telling y'all, it's no different than in the Middle East.
This ain't the Middle East.
Dog, you got to understand this a war. Hey,
we know it's a war.
In the Middle East, it's a war. Dog,
we know that they're taking. No, I see what you're saying. What you're saying is the same program as they program and raising them kids is the same thing. I get that, but what I'm saying is we can't worry about what we saying is okay, my nigga. Since you Negro Damas,
he adopted
listen, what I'm saying is, okay, so if we adopt it, break it down to us and tell us what is it that we need to look for as far as what they're programming. If you can elaborate. There we go.
Okay. You asking me or Mr. Smith?
No, I'm asking you, Nate.
Oh, okay. I can break this down clearly. Because
without no cussing. No cussing.
Dog, you the only one cussing, not me.
I know, but I can take the lick because I mess around and it's my show, so I apologize. But I'm asking you. I'm training, I'm learning, dog.
Hey, dog, I'm learning more than you right now. Congratulate me. But dog,
yes, you're doing
and then
good.
Dog, in Middle Eastern culture, they teach the young boys to protect the home. Maybe that guy gonna pull that up as like he's protecting the home.
What's the home?
You never know what that he might pull that out his bag. Like, I'm teaching them to protect the home even when I'm not there. Like I'm telling you,
hold on, Kennedy. Mr. Smith got a question. Let him ask the question. Go ahead, ask it to Mr.
Hold on. Because I was with you till you said protect the home. Is you meaning home like where they live, or you talking about their home country?
No, protect wherever they live.
That ain't what they do. That ain't what they do.
Dog. It's been people.
Hold on, Mr. Smith. Let Kennedy continue to build. You ask him a question. So go ahead, Kennedy.
Hey, Mr. Smith, to kind of make you understand it. It's been plenty of cases in the U.S. where they kill their daughters for marrying Westerners, and they don't go to jail.
So people in the U.S.
if this person
went-
sits up and adopts that ideology, big word, ideology.
Hold on, Kennedy.
No,
Hold
I'm
on,
telling
Kennedy.
you
I
how
know,
he's
Kennedy.
gonna
Can I
try
ask
to.
you a question? I know, but
Okay.
I know. But wait a minute. No, I'm not going to do that. You always,
I'm telling you how he's gonna
I'm
try
trying
to
to
do
do.
this.
I'm not. Listen, what I ask you? I'm just asking you if he is like. We are allegedly. If he's a white guy, I'm just saying. If he's a white guy, I don't know. I'm just
he a
looking at.
nigga.
If he's a white dude,
No, he
what?
a nigga.
That
He a
ain't
nigga.
No, I watched it. No, I watched the live. I'm trying to tell you, no, he's not. I watched the live. Actually, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, that's why. No. It's not. Now he might have those ways, but he definitely not in that culture. I'm trying to tell you.
So
So my
he's not
question
in
to you
the
is,
culture, right?
so how would he know that?
He's been taught.
By whom?
The father. It's simple.
No, I know the kid was taught by the father. You can't. You said the Middle Eastern culture, so I'm asking you.
No.
Yeah, you can't. You know what?
No. This is what I said. What if he's teaching his child Middle Eastern type?
But
culture?
I'm asking you why?
I said a what if,
and I'm asking you why would he if that was the case? That's all I'm asking.
Maybe he identify with those type of people.
Okay.
It's a lot of people that identify with something we don't agree with, and they be extremists.
But he said, okay, so he said he didn't have a gun, and then they end up finding it based off the video. My question to you is,
okay.
My question to you is, if he's part of that culture, wouldn't he have been more radical? If that's what you're saying, wouldn't the father been more radical?
He is radical because he put his son in the way. That's radical.
Yeah, but he was.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But
I get it, but look, this my God.
Dog, look, ask somebody from Vietnam.
We're using the Middle East, and you saying, what if he adopts that type of culture, right?
Yeah.
Now, if he's from the Middle East, now these your words. Okay. You said he would protect the home, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why the gun? Hold on. Why the gun wasn't caught, and why was it? Matter of fact, why wasn't one in the chamber already?
Why did the child know that the gun wasn't cocked?
You gotta let me
cock it.
No, listen what he's saying. Listen what he's saying. He's saying if the daddy, you just said
protecting the home.
Yeah.
If he was protecting the home, the son know, hey, the gun gonna be right here. He wouldn't have been out there dangling it and pointing it like he's shooting cowboys and aliens.
In a diaper.
In a diaper.
Hey, but he don't care about a diaper at that point.
Okay, but look,
he's a martyr. He's a martyr to them. Y'all not getting it.
Home.
You don't give a damn about no diaper. Dog, he got a gun.
He wasn't protecting the home. That daddy didn't teach that boy no radical stuff.
So he was going out as a martyr. That's what you said.
You're a martyr, man.
You my boy, I'm telling you.
I know this is a brutal truth, but that's what they do in other countries.
You ain't gonna just put that on the airways. Like you can't just allegedly. You got to put allegedly in that because you can't say.
I'm not even okay. I'm gonna say allegedly on your.
Because I'm saying, okay, hold on, Mr. Smith. So if he was a martyr and he was a radical and he taught him that, wouldn't he be like? Wouldn't a 4-year-old be like on the FBI files and shit like that? Why did he lock him up?
They're not gonna put a 4-year-old child. Why do you think they changed?
But they let him stay at home. They let him stay at home.
But look at the law that changed where you can't charge them.
You can't charge a 6-year-old and go to jail.
No, you remember they changed the law. You need to pay attention over here. Like, dog, I be paying attention to this. You can go look it up on the news. Look it
So
up.
what is no. You here,
can't
you
charge
Negro
them with
Diamonds.
an
I'm
adult
asking.
crime.
Listen, you can't charge them. You can't charge. Nah, that's not true. Because I just did
All
one
right.
where they said, listen, I just did one where they about to charge that little boy. That little boy being charged. Remember, I did the one about the virtual reality. He's being charged. Remember.
All
With
they got
murder.
to do is throw religion into it.
Oh, God
What?
dang.
Yeah, you're not paying attention to what I'm saying. All they got
Okay,
to do
so
is throw religion into it.
hold on. For Shay, salute to Shay. My bad, Shay. We got into decon. She said she missed it, so I'm gonna let Shay
run
play
it back for Shay,
yeah,
dog.
I'm gonna run it back for Shay.
Beech Grove over the weekend because neighbors called about a child with a gun. Neighbors said the child was running around the building in nothing but a pull-up for hours before he was spotted on a Ring doorbell with a pistol.
He's playing what he thinks is a toy, and it couldn't be farther from the truth. You see the child pulling the trigger. You see where the gun is pointed at.
A father has been arrested in a near tragic Saturday night in Beech Grove. The entire arrest played on TV over the reality police show On Patrol Live.
Hello, Beech Grove Police.
And the report was, as you stated, a small child with a firearm.
Police body cam shows that same small child answered the door when police knocked. Deputy Chief Robert Mercury says neighbors at the Beach Meadows apartments called police because they opened their own door to the child holding a gun.
He pointed it at me and said, look what I got, Pop.
We spoke with one neighbor who says she had seen the child wandering around in just a diaper alone an hour and a half before police got there.
My first thought was, I don't want him to go outside and get hit by a car.
It wasn't until officers showed up later that she found out the child had been playing with a gun.
Had he shot through the floor, or like she said, he could have shot through somebody's door, it's just really, it's scary.
The father of the child, Shane Osborne, initially says he doesn't have a gun in the house, effectively ending the police investigation until a neighbor comes forward with this doorbell video. You see and hear the trigger pulled as the child spins around. Police then searched the apartment and found a semi-automatic Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol. Seen here on body cam video, the gun was found inside a desk that was closed when officers first entered the apartment. The gun had 15 rounds in the magazine.
We're really close to just a horrible tragedy.
But luckily, there was not a bullet in the chamber.
Had that been one in there, we can only imagine the sadness that we'd be all talking about right now.
The father is seen on Patrol Live leaving his apartment in handcuffs. He's charged with child neglect. Mercury says this should be an important message to all parents and gun owners.
Just use your brain, just be thoughtful, be responsible, and know that the stakes are ever higher.
Hey, notice how the daddy didn't say nothing.
Yeah, but how is he how is the little boy? Go back to this
I'm telling you, man.
Mr. Smith, you got a question about this martyr thing.
Hey, kid, you my boy. I'm telling you, I don't know.
I'm looking at it in a whole nother way. I'm only up here to look at it another way.
Hear me out. Hear me out. You know why I laugh? I ain't laugh on what you say, but
dog. I ain't saying you laugh.
I am laughing at what you say, but allegedly,
this shit funny to me.
The Mississippi cats is really like Kansas. That's how my stepdad.
I know.
That's how my stepdaddy would say the same thing. I killed that 4-year-old. No
flinching. No flinching.
That nigga said no flinching. That nigga said no flinching.
Hey, real talk. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I'm laughing, because kid is
dog, you know what, dog? Don't make me laugh.
Will. I believe you. Trust me.
What I'm saying is, Mrs. Smith,
make me laugh while I'm doing it.
Look, Mrs. Smith, I want to know how a little boy in a diaper is a martyr.
I'm finna
and was trained from for the Middle East.
Notice what I'm saying. I did look. I'm just saying that's what they're gonna try to pull out. Notice the daddy didn't say shit or resist arrest.
Well, because he
What
going
can
to
he say?
jail.
Yeah, I
No,
won't talk either.
But check me out though.
You don't know if
He
the daddy
didn't.
was.
It was
But
no
look, keep going.
flinching.
Let's say that.
Hold on,
Now
Mr. Smith. Hold
answer the
on,
door.
Mr. Smith. Let Kennedy say. So why did he not say nothing? Because he's trained
Yeah.
to what?
He's trained on whatever's in his mind. Whatever's in that father's mind, he trained his son to do it. Notice his son knew what to do. His son answered the door initially and hit
I
the
didn't
gun.
see that. I never saw the
His son
son.
answered the door.
I don't know where you keep getting
I
that
don't
at.
know where-
Am I lying, plug? At the
I've
beginning,
been meaning to ask
Hey,
for
hold
that.
on. All right, they go to the door. The door is open. I got to show Kennedy something. Hold on. Let's
hold
go
on.
back.
You got to go back to the beginning. The little boy answered the door and came back out.
I'm trying to get to the
gun.
I'm getting to the with the gun. No,
He
he
came
did
back
not.
out. Hold on. Look how many times they saw this little boy on camera with the gun. Pay
What?
attention, y'all.
The child
Pay
started playing with a
attention.
gun.
Okay, so we
Had
look.
he like shot
Dog,
the
you gotta
floor
run
or
it
like
back to the beginning, dog.
The
That little boy
beginning.
had that gun.
Where in the beginning that it shows the little boy at the door?
No, they said he answered the door.
No,
That's
they
what I'm
didn't.
saying.
I didn't
They
hear
never
that.
said
Where did you hear that at?
Okay, run it.
They didn't say that.
Okay, I'm lying. Run
Someone
this.
say run it.
All right,
Hey,
I
Run
didn't,
it.
I didn't
Cross.
say you was lying. I just said,
No,
okay.
they
All right,
said
all
the
right,
little boy answered
wait,
the door.
okay.
And
All
then
right,
he came back
so mute up.
outside more than one time
Okay.
with the gun.
I didn't know, Kennedy. He
All
came
right,
outside.
if I'm lying, I will be quiet.
You ain't lying. You just probably just didn't hear it. I'm just saying, I don't call you no lie.
So I didn't hear that the little boy answered the door.
Heck no. You said he was a radical and he was teaching them from the Middle East.
Yeah. You're a radical, dog.
So why he didn't? So Mr. Smith asked him why he didn't cock the gun. Then why was the gun not cocked already?
Cause he was outnumbered.
What the fuck?
Hold on, I can break this
Oh my
all
God!
down.
Oh my
He was outnumbered, dog.
Oh my
You
God!
did your thing today, boy.
Hey,
lie.
dog.
Jesus,
Hey,
Lord have mercy. Lord
He
have
put
mercy.
some comedy with it. At least didn't nobody die.
At least I
You
threw
put
the comedy.
with it.
At least I threw the comedy in it. But I mean what I'm saying.
No,
know
he
he
mean
did. That's
he
why
mean
it's funny.
every minute.
And then
I
So-
know
Mr.
he
Smith
did.
know I'm a Mississippi dude, and
right.
I think
So what I'm saying, okay, so let me get this straight before we go back. So
hey
what
dog,
you
I
saying
almost
is
spit out
what-
my cheapest, finest liquor.
you got you some Ripple over there, don't you? Drinking on that Ripple.
I almost spit out my cheapest, finest liquor, dog.
So what?
Already.
So what I'm saying to you is, so you trying to tell me the little boy answered the door with the gun behind his back, uncocked.
Nah.
No, it was nothing in the chamber. When did he knock the bullet out and put it in the how did it get in the dresser then?
He put it in there. He didn't have enough strength to pull the gun back. You saw it on camera. He didn't have enough strength.
Listen, I get that. What I'm asking you is, if he had the gun when he opened the door, why
he put it behind his back and looked around. They can't come in there if he don't say you can come
They
in.
was in there.
No.
What video is you looking at?
What video you looking at that you didn't hear them say that he answered? The little nigga answered the door, dog.
So you saying, hold on, Peter. So you saying if the 4-year-old told the police you can't come in,
dog, they can't come in. He learned it. Dog, I'm telling you, that's how the gun ended up in the drawer. He knew what to do with it.
From Middle Eastern people.
No, I ain't say he was Middle Eastern. I said
you said he was black.
No,
you said at first he's black.
No, them my niggas. Them my niggas.
Oh, okay,
right
okay. I see what you
said,
said.
what if they adopted Middle Eastern standards when they try to pull this case off. That's what I was saying. A belief.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Now you went into something. So
no, I said that at
no,
first.
I know that. But what I'm at, because I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't hear that. So the case would be brought up so he can be freed off of what now?
If he believed in a certain belief, sort of as Middle Eastern standards.
For what?
I'm telling you,
Mr. Smith. For what though? Hold on, let's go back to the screen.
You teach your son and your kids to be armed.
Okay.
Like they do have that in other countries. You get me?
But
they would try to pull that up. That's what I was saying. Because that's the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of that would make them beat that case.
Shay,
that's
what you
laughing at? Shay, do not laugh at what I'm saying. Do not egg me on. Hey, and Mr. Smith, know as a Mississippi nigga, I personally,
I'm a Texas, Mississippi cat, man.
Hey, Mr. Smith, I've been in Houston
listen,
over 20-some years, right?
But wait a minute, hold on. You can't just veer off from something and then just.
Already.
I'm trying to figure out the case and the thing, but he's 4 in a diaper.
Hey, but look, yeah, they radicals.
A 4-year-old in a diaper.
What 4-year-old you know how to even attempt that?
Man, Mr. Smith just told you the one that they wasn't radicals.
Hey, but I'm telling you what I'm saying. I was saying how they would try to pull this case off. I didn't say
okay. You know what? Hold on. Now you got me because the more Kennedy talk is starting to make sense. So you saying based off of hold on, y'all. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give him credit because now as I'm thinking, the way he keeps saying it, y'all got to remember now they did fly a bunch of the Afghan and Pakis to the United States.
Exactly.
That's deep. Exactly. Why you ain't say that at first?
Hey, but I said that. But I didn't say it like you said it. I said
no. You remember all
I said was they might adopt it. They believe, and they could probably try to use.
Let me tell Mr. Smith though. Let me tell Mr. Smith. Remember when people fail to realize they left 111 people back. Remember when they all got on that plane and they all came to the United States and they said they had to get them people out, but then they found out it was more people that a lot of the people that was from the U.S. was still stuck over there. You don't remember that?
The U.S. like old girl that was the basketball player that said F the U.S. Like a lot of people denounced the U.S.
We've been denounced.
So you'll never know who's doing what. Because that's not normal. What I'm saying is that's not normal for that child to be like, hold on, it didn't go off and then try to cock it again. That's not normal.
It is normal.
It is normal.
When he think it's a toy gun, it is normal.
No, he don't think that's a toy gun. He answered the door initially.
Back to the door.
Nah, man, you.
Hold on. So that child, the 4-year-old. So hold up. Y'all sitting up here telling me at a video you've been rewinding all this time. That 4-year-old, they didn't say he the one answered the door.
No.
Okay, Roy, rewind. Y'all not finna get
Here we go. Neighbors
Hit
called
that
a
like
child
button.
with a gun. Neighbors said the child was running around the building in nothing but a pull-up for hours before he was spotted on a Ring doorbell with a pistol.
He's playing what he thinks is a toy, and it couldn't be farther from the truth. You see the child pulling the trigger. You see where the gun is pointed at.
The father has been arrested in a near tragic Saturday night in Beech Grove. The entire arrest played on TV over the reality police show On Patrol Live.
Hello, Beech Grove Police.
And the report was, as you stated, a small child with a firearm.
Police body cam shows that same
The
small
small
child
child with
answered
a
the door when
firearm
police
answered
knocked.
the door.
Deputy Chief Robert Mercury says neighbors at the Beech Meadows apartments.
Give me my
Say
prop.
what?
The small child with a
They ain't said
firearm
that.
answered the door.
You didn't put something they said in another sentence. You over here.
No, run that back a little bit. Run that back a
Hold
little
on.
bit.
Let me hear it
It's played
again.
on TV over the reality police show On Patrol Live.
Hello, Beech Grove Police.
And the report was, as you stated, a small child with a firearm.
Police body cam shows that same small child answered the door when.
Oh,
See?
Yeah, that nigga's. Yeah, that
Big
nigga
hours.
ain't there.
Come
All
on,
right,
man.
well, I apologize.
no, he
On
beat both
live,
of them.
I apologize.
I
But he had
apologize, kid.
no, wait a minute,
No.
hold on. No, fuck that. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I ain't give you all that
See,
because
I'm
at the
not
end of the
the-
day,
hey, look,
no, listen,
I'm
because
not
you
even
said
the
the
one
gun.
cursing.
No, listen, you said the gun was behind his back.
Hey, I just pulled that off for just for graphic detail.
Okay, for graphic details. What
But
you
he
playing?
did answer the door with a gun, though.
No, he didn't.
He didn't answer the
He
Hold
gun.
answered
up.
the door.
First of all, you said he didn't answer the door.
No, you ain't finna switch it up now. No,
Hold
no,
on.
no,
Run
no.
it back.
We,
Run it back. Run that back.
I'm
real
gonna
quick.
stop. All I did was stop right there. Let's finish
Hold
what they
on. Run
said.
that back. No, run that
No.
back. And see who answered the door and see what they
Hello,
said.
Beech Grove Police.
And the report was, as you stated, a small child with a firearm.
Police small child answered the door when police knocked. Deputy Chief Robert Mercury says neighbors at the
Small child with a
See?
firearm.
No, they said it was a small child. No,
With
he
a
did not have the.
firearm. Run that back.
No.
No, come on, man.
It's
Give
with
me
the
my prop.
firearm. Man, no, I ain't getting it.
You ignoring what they just said? A
Hold
small
on, let's go
child
back.
with a firearm. Answer
Hey,
Saturday night in Beech Grove. The entire arrest played on TV over the reality police show On Patrol Live.
Hello, Beech Grove Police.
And the report was, as you stated, a small child with a firearm.
Police body cam shows that same small child answered the door when police knocked. Deputy Chief Robert
Hold on,
Mercury
finish
says
it
neighbors
out.
at the
We
Beech
gonna
Meadows
finish it out.
apartments called police
Watch
because
this.
they opened their own door to the child holding a gun.
That's where they
Pointed
got it
at
from.
me and said, look what I got, Pop.
There you go.
We spoke with one neighbor who says she had seen the child wandering around in just a diaper alone an hour
Now
and a
watch
half
this,
before
Kennison.
police
They
got
give
there.
us our
My
prop.
first thought was, I don't want him to go outside and get hit by a car.
It wasn't until officers showed up later that she found out the child had been playing with a gun.
Had he like
See?
shot through the floor, or like she said, he could have shot through somebody's door, it's just really, it's scary.
The father of the child, Shane Osborne, initially says he doesn't have a gun in the house, effectively ending the police investigation until a neighbor comes forward with this doorbell video. You see and hear the trigger pulled as the child spins around. Police then searched the apartment and
He
found
didn't
a
hear the
semi-automatic Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol. Seen here on body cam video, the gun was found inside a desk that was closed when officers first entered the apartment. The gun had 15 rounds in the magazine.
We're really close to just a horrible tragedy.
But luckily, there was not a bullet in the chamber.
Had that been one in there, I mean, we can only imagine the sadness that we'd be all talking about right now.
Man,
The father
they
is seen on
even
Patrol
said they
Live
would've
leaving his
did it.
apartment in handcuffs.
Say what?
Police even saying they would have killed him. Ain't nobody finna take no shot.
They ain't say that. Kennedy, they
No,
didn't say
listen
that.
to what he's saying. He
Oh
said,
my God.
the
See, Kennedy, we
tragedy.
gave. It could have been. It could
Yeah,
have
it
been.
could have been.
But
They
it doesn't
didn't say
mean.
they wouldn't
Listen,
have did it.
listen, Kennedy. They saying tragedy could have been on either side, meaning as in somebody else. Kennedy, you can't just
So
say
who do
tragedy.
you think somebody else is?
It could have been either.
I'm asking you.
It
Who
could
do
have
you
been the
think
person that
somebody
got
else
shot.
is?
Whoever the one they would have got shot.
Who else? Who's shooting at you?
Whoever shot back first.
Hey, exactly. So
Because
now
he
we
could have
agree.
shot. No, I said he could have shot. That's why I said at first I
So
agree
you
with
go-
you. But that ain't what they
I'm
said. It
from
would have been a
dog.
tragedy. Like Like they
You
was gonna
shoot at
light him
me,
up.
I'm shooting at you.
Do you try to say they said they would have lit him up? That ain't what they said.
No, that's exactly what they saying, but they
They
ain't say
did
it.
not say. They did
Hey,
not
Mr.
say
Smith,
that.
did they not say it could have been a tragedy on both ends?
Yeah, they did say that, but they didn't say they were gonna kill him.
Yeah, but that's what they say. They have to
That's
be
what he mean.
politically correct.
Nah, they
But
did
they
say
not
that.
taking
I
no
ain't gonna
shot.
lie.
They not
I
taking no
can't believe
shot from
Kenny
no
did.
kid.
Hey, I can't believe you heard that part of me and Cross didn't.
Yeah, this nigga went all around the neighborhood. He knew. He kept saying it. Talking about rewind, rewind.
Dog, that little nigga put that pistol in the dresser.
Yeah, he
I
put it in the
told
dress.
y'all.
So my thing is, so that's still Middle Eastern practices. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that. I said they would probably try to pull up religion as far as that because of the way the daddy did not do a standoff. They listen to what I'm saying. Pay
I'm listening.
attention. The daddy didn't do a standoff.
Okay.
So with the daddy not doing a standoff, he can claim a belief. And then
But
the child, and then they
don't,
can say that that child was acting out of protection with
but
his
don't the
belief.
Middle East
Think
wouldn't it
about
be
what I just said.
Okay, I'm gonna think. I thought about it. Now, peep this. Now, if they adopted their beliefs, right? Because don't take them alive over there. They kill themselves, the family, and they Allah Akbar. They going to heaven. So why the daddy just didn't say, forget it? I got to go.
No, this is the thing. This is the
ain't no
thing.
religion in this world
He
finna get
wanted
him
the
out of that trouble.
son of him were gonna be a martyr.
A martyr to who?
That's in their mind, dog. That's in their mind. Dog, check me out.
Would have been like,
Dog,
okay,
check me out. That's in their mind. They don't think logical like that. He noticed that the dad went out with no standoff. With all that going on, it was no standoff. Don't you think it would have been a standoff somewhere?
Nah.
Nah,
He
I don't
wanted
think
the
so.
standoff. The standoff would have been that kid if y'all really think about it.
You thinking too deep. I
Hey,
want to think that.
dog, I'm telling you, dog. Hey, ask a person from Vietnam when a child crawling towards you with a bomb on it.
Yeah, it was raised.
Think about that. Think about that. When a child crawling towards you, whining and crying, and you trying to pick that child up, and you get blown up. Tell Vietnam vets that I'm lying. That's what's going on right now. I'm telling y'all gonna understand it. More and more of this has been going on. Notice the news. They sacrificing their kids.
Right.
Notice it. They killing and sacrificing their kids, dog. Notice the news. I'm not lying about this. You can look at your local news and know that. Tell Vietnam vet that I'm lying about don't trust nothing. You feel me?
Right. That's real.
That's all I'm saying. And it's saturated over here to the US, and people never thought that a war could be done on US soil when it's really going on right now. If you think about it. Chemical warfare, biological warfare, they attacking the kids by any means necessary, mentally, physically, whatever. They're getting rid of the dads, the population control. Like, think about it. It's a war on the US right now.
I get what you're saying. And you're right about that.
Man, I think deep. Straight up.
Nah, that was respect. Nah, that's respect. That's respect. Well, I appreciate y'all. It's been an hour. I'm gonna probably come back on here in a little bit. I gotta go do some.
Man, I ain't getting back up here with you, and then I'm gonna call you in an hour to let you know that you ain't been up in an hour, nigga.
See what I'm saying? No, I ain't saying
Mr.
an hour.
Mr. Smith,
No,
he'll
I
tell you
appreciate.
I will do that shit. Oh,
yeah, he
damn.
will do it.
Damn, I went a whole hour without cussing.
You did good. I'm gonna say salute to Kennedy, man. You gave us some good game, man. I appreciate you.
I
Yeah,
did go an hour without cussing though.
You did your thing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate you.
I timed it. I went a whole hour and I didn't curse.
I believe
No,
you
you
working
didn't.
on myself right now.
You did, and you know what? And you did super good.
Thank
you
you,
was funny.
man.
Yeah, you did. You did
Thank you,
super
man.
good.
At least somebody give me some kind of.
I'll give you credit. We know you got your YouTube channel. You know I be watching.
Hey, I wasn't gonna get back on my YouTube channel until I got it right on y'all.
Already, I appreciate that. That's respect. Well, I'll be on here. I'll probably be back on here. Look, about 2 o'clock. About 2 o'clock, I should be hopping on here. And I got one that's a good one.
Fresh bottle of Crown Royal regular.
Well, you want to be regular on this one. This one's about we're going back in history. So I'm gonna do. This one's deep.
All you got to do is text me the topic, and I'm already on it, dog. I'm real knowledgeable, even though I talk
already. I know you are. Well, I'll definitely let you know that then. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, man. Hey, Mr. Smith said he from Mississippi, and I already know where he coming from.
Yep, that's real.
Hey, much
well,
love,
man, y'all go
love.
ahead. I'm gonna let Mr. Smith, and then I'm gonna end with my outro music. But let Mr. Smith, and then I'm gonna let Kennedy do his thing.
Hey, go, Mr. Smith.
Oh yeah, you know I'm finna go. Hey man, salute to the plug. Salute to my boy Kennedy. He made it a good show tonight. He won with me at Cross on one sentence. That's it.
I got one on you.
Hello. Hey, this is my outro, not yours. You go ahead. God dang, man. Salute to the chat, Black Widow, queen of the channel, Shay popping in here, man. You already know King, Ja, everybody, Mac, Mikey, man. Salute to everybody. And everybody have a productive day and be cool. Peace.
Already.
Okay, it's my turn now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. What up, plug? What up, Mr. Smith? What up, Widow? What up, King? What up, everybody in the chat? What up, everybody, man? You know what? I appreciate everybody. Y'all got to understand, man. I love y'all, and we love y'all. It's all constructive, big word, criticism about every topic that pops up. So all we're doing is constructive criticism. It's not like we don't come with facts. We come with facts. Don't think we just talking. We can prove what we're talking about. Because I know I can prove what I'm talking about, and I know Plug can prove what he's talking about. I know everybody from King, everybody, Mr. Smith, everybody that pop up here. We can prove what we're saying, but it's just our constructive criticism on it. And that's all I want people to understand. And I love all y'all.
Already, man. I appreciate everybody coming on here. The King's on the panel. Salute the King. Y'all follow him. Salute to everybody that joined the chat. All the mods, you already know. Black Widow, salute to you. Again, man, we're going to keep getting bigger and bigger. Check it out. Hit the notification. I got some good building. We're going to talk. We're going to go deep in there. I'll get with Kennedy after this, and we'll talk about what the topic is. I get with Mr. Smith. Yeah, and have y'all on here, man. Like I said, we had a great build, man. And again, we're going to go in current and we're going in history. So salute to everybody coming in here. Again, hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. And you've been plugged in with the Plug Podcast by Cross.
Kane, what you gotta say to these niggas? Yeah, real shit, real life. Here we go. Hey, I feel like Cross. I'm a motherfucking boss. I got the drip, and you know I got the sauce. I tell these fuck ass niggas get lost. Coming through your chimney like I'm goddamn Santa nigga. Been the way that I am since birth, nigga. Tabernacle in the stream with a church, nigga. I'm chosen, I'm chosen. I be in front of the camera posing. You see that choker on my neck and it's frozen. Hey, 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 yeah, I'm chosen. I am not stressed. I passed the test. Look at my name. Look at my team. You know we gon' win. You know we gon' win. Until the end. You know what I get. Stone C, like my name is Smith. Niggas talking, but I know he ain't shit. Niggas talking, but I know he ain't shit. Run up on me, I'ma make you do flips. Do a bad flip. Niggas they cap like an actress. Magic. Pull up on your mama and it's tragic. Damn. Woo, woo, hey, hey, woo, 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 hey, hey, hey. You can buy a watch, but you can't buy time. Every day I wake up, I'm on my grind. All that bullshit ain't on my mind. Don't need your help, my nigga, I'm fine. I'm good. Yeah. Hey, hey, riding in my whip and I be changing